Welcome to Bloodlines. I'm Olvaar. In this video, we'll go over the basics of gameplay and progression. It's part of a larger series that will go over all the info you need. There will be timestamps and links in the description. Feel free to skip over the parts you already know. Bloodlines is a player versus player game with a permadeath component. As a result, it's not unusual to wipe a few times, especially when you're starting out. Do not be discouraged by this. As you progress, it becomes increasingly more difficult for this to happen. I'm here to help you out. Let's quickly go over the user interface or UI, and why my father hasn't returned. The green circle in the middle represents your life force. If it goes down to 0%, you will wipe. The red bar to the right represents your health points. If it reaches 0%, you will get knocked down. In that state, people can grip you, and you'll lose life force. The crosses below represent your food bars. The more of them you have, the faster your health will regenerate. You can eat food to get more. The blue bar to the left represents your chakra. You need it to use certain skills. Below it are the stamina bars. You need these to jump while in combat and to use certain skills. They regenerate on their own. The blue shield on the left gives you block break protection. After one use, it will go on cooldown. The pink flame to the right represents your awakening or mode timer. After the timer runs out, it will go on cooldown. Now look at the bottom left corner. The yellow symbol represents your Rio. The red symbol represents your acumen. You'll need both of these to progress. When you start the game for the first time, you'll randomly spawn in one of the three major towns: Durana Town, Biyo Bay, and Sarithia Town. The first thing you want to do is find the nearest chakra point. Interacting with these points will allow you to travel between them and to upgrade your skills. You also can't be attacked while sitting next to them, so it's a great place to AFK. I'll show you how to find the nearest chakra point in all of the three spawn points. To follow this guide, you will need to get to all three towns, so it doesn't matter where you first spawn. Most of the early progression happens around Sarithia Town, so you definitely don't want to miss this place. I'll now show how to unlock the chakra points for all of the three major towns, plus some other important ones that are along the way. Again, there are timestamps in the description if this ever gets too basic for you. If you press the M key, you will open your inventory. Since you just started, you will have Arkaromo's blessing. Only players who are age 16 or lower or haven't broken a chakra crystal have this. It means you are a freshie. I recommend holding it out so people are less likely to attack you. Gripping freshies gives no sort of progression whatsoever. These guys completely ignored me, unlike that other player who isn't a freshie. This is an important NPC that's right next to this chakra point, so don't forget to unlock it for later. You can press the control key to slide down ramps if you want. We'll now do the same path in reverse. This time it's from Durana Town to Biyo Bay. As you can see, I'm holding out the blessing so people know I'm a freshie. Unlike the guys from before, this guy's father also left to buy some milk and never returned. While you have Arkaromo's blessing, you lose half of the life force you normally would have while getting gripped. As you can see, I only lost 10% life force. This is just the same path, but in reverse. Feel free to skip forward if you already know your way around. We'll now go over the different ways to get Rio. This is the first thing you'll need to progress. There are 3 main ways of getting Rio in this game. Let's go over them. You can pick up fruits from trees and sell them for Rio. This isn't the fastest method of getting Rio, but it is the easiest for someone who is just starting out. While you're doing this, I recommend upgrading skills that will help you do this faster. Each fruit sells anywhere from 1 to 3 Rio, depending on the type. This is the only NPC that will buy fruits from you in the whole game. He is only found in Sarithia Town. You can get skills by interacting with a chakra point. I recommend getting triple jump as soon as possible. Like the name implies, it will allow you to jump 3 times in the air, making it easier to move around trees. The next skill you should get is Chakra Tree Jump. It will allow you to jump off trees, making it even easier to gather fruits to sell. It will also help you avoid other players. While you're jumping around trees, you might find strange glowing fruits. You can sell these for small chunks of Rio, but I don't recommend you do this. The most common glowing fruit is the Life Up fruit. Eating it will restore 20% of your life force. Even more rare is the Fruit of Forgetfulness. Eating it will reset your Jutsu proficiency. This is the amount of times you've used a skill, which can be useful if you want to master a different skill. It will also restore 5% of your life force. The most rare fruit in the game is the Chakra fruit. Eating it will turn you into an Otsutsuki. For reasons I'll go over in another video, I do not recommend eating one if you're in Uchiha or Hyuga. It's not a bad idea to have a friend or an alt account with the improved stomach skill path unlocked. The doubled harvest passive will allow you to pick up twice as many fruits. The fruit summoning skill will allow you to spawn fruits on a short cooldown, including Life Up fruits. You won't be able to spawn Forgetfulness or Chakra fruits like this though. You can sell the fruits you get this way to make Rio very fast. Another method of getting Rio is killing NPCs at training grounds. I'll show you how to get there in case you don't know how to. You can use any of the logs to do this. I'm just going to the ones that are farther away to avoid the fight that's going on right now. If you hit the log enough times, an NPC will spawn. Defeat it, and don't forget to pick up the You can sell items at NPCs like this one. They're found all around the map. Another way to get Rio really fast is by fighting NPCs that spawn from corrupted chakra points. These crystals spawn all over the map. Some of the enemies drop items you can sell for Rio. If you hit the crystal enough times, you will break it. Usually you'll find gems, which you can use to unlock skill paths. Or you can just sell them for Rio, but sometimes you can find glowing fruits or rare types of weapons and armor. This is also the best way to get acumen, which you get from killing NPCs. I don't recommend getting close to other players that are breaking a corrupted chakra point. They might think you're trying to steal the drops and attack you. You can sell the drops in any city. When you want to sell a gem, you need to click on the second option, a specific item. Once you've unlocked enough skills, your next step will be to unlock a skill path. Most clans can unlock a total of 4 skill paths, with Otsutsuki being the exception as they can unlock a total of 5. To unlock a skill path, you will always need something called a Chakra Shard. The only way of getting one is by destroying a chakra point. To do this, you need 100 Ryo and a Chakra Fragment. Destroying a chakra point means you won't be able to use it to teleport there, so choose which ones to destroy wisely. Once you've broken a chakra point, you will get a random trait, which is a small passive buff. You will also get an extra 5 health points and 5 chakra for each broken chakra point. There are 3 main ways of getting chakra fragments. 1. Doing global events. 2. Doing repeatable chakra fragment quests. 3. Doing one-time chakra fragment quests. Let's go over them. Global events spawn randomly around the map. They involve killing either a boss NPC or a group of regular NPCs. You can be awarded a small amount of life force or a chakra fragment for completing them. There are 3 chakra fragment quests that can be completed multiple times. You will be able to repeat them every time you age up, which happens every 30 or 45 minutes. I recommend completing these while you do the one-time chakra fragment quests. While it's raining, go to Sarithia Town. Buy an empty bowl. You have to click on the bowl, not talk to the NPC. Hold out the empty bowl while it's raining to fill it with water. Use the bowl to water the crops in Sarithia Town. You just need to click once and wait for them to grow. If you've unlocked the water skill path, you can water the crops without needing to use a bowl. You'll need to pick up 5 chakra crops for this quest. Head to Durana Town and talk to the NPC. Click on the second option. This place looks pretty barren. To complete the next quest, you'll need to get a torch at Biyo Bay. It's in this hidden room. It costs 10 Ryo, so have that ready. Next, talk to this NPC at Passageway. Now we'll go to where the hostages are being held. You'll need to burn the wood to get inside. You can use a torch for this. Or you can use fire attacks if you've unlocked the fire skill path. You'll have to fight 4 bandit NPCs to open the gate. They're not difficult enemies, but I recommend you bring some food or do a few other quests before you do this if you're inexperienced. Press V to pick up the hostage and go through the portal to get out. Return to the NPC while carrying the hostage to get your reward. For the next repeatable quest, you'll need to head to Fort Mello after you find Barbarite wraps. Press E while on top of the sword statue and hand in the Barbarite wraps. This item always drops after you kill a Barbarite boss like this one. They'll spawn randomly around the map as part of a global event. If you're having trouble finding this specific global event, you can always find a Barbarite in this boss area. You need to solve a simple puzzle to get in. There will be more info on this on a future video. There are 13 one-time chakra fragment quests. Some of these offer important extra rewards that are needed to unlock or progress through certain skill paths. Some of these quests are very easy. It's a good way to get some quick chakra fragments. Talk to an innkeeper in any of the 3 major towns. You'll need to hand in a letter. Make sure you don't hold it out if it's raining. Choose the third option, "Have I seen you before?" to get the letter. Then just talk to an innkeeper in any other city to complete the quest. This is a fairly easy quest. Just make sure you have chakra tree jump and triple jump. Talk to the NPC and create a distraction so she doesn't get eaten by sharks. You'll need to press a hidden button to create the distraction. Just follow what I'm doing on screen to get there. Keep in mind that if you're from the Hoshigaki clan, you'll have to get the NPC killed by the sharks. Otherwise, you'll be locked out of Hoshigaki progression. Drop down and press the button. This is how you're supposed to complete this quest if you're from the Hoshigaki clan. Do not do it like this if you're from any other clan, otherwise you'll get a flaw. Just talk to the NPC a second time and convince her that you've already created the distraction. For this quest, you need to hand in 5 fruits of each type, excluding glowing fruits. Pick the fourth option. Do you make fruit bowls? You'll be rewarded an all-star fruit bowl as well. There are other ways to get this bowl, so don't worry if you ate it and need it for a kimchi progression. If you eat the all-star fruit bowl, you'll regain all your health back. There is a common misconception that you need to do this quest differently if you're Uzumaki. Talk to this NPC to start the quest. Talk to him again and choose the option, "Do you have anything that can help?" to buy a key from him for 10 Ryo. With it, you can take this shortcut to the training. Make sure you don't hand in those corrupted bells over there. The next quest giver is next to the last one. Hit any of the logs at training grounds until one of these NPCs spawns. Despite what the quest NPC says, you don't actually need to hit the logs 1,000 times. Just pick up this drop after killing the NPC and hand it in. For this next quest, you'll need to go to Sarithia Town. Buy a bowl for 3 Ryo by clicking on it. Hold out the bowl while it's raining to fill it up with rainwater. Do not fill it up with water from any other source. Hand in the bowl filled with rainwater to the NPC that's right here. You will need to cook for this next quest. Go to Sarithia and talk to this NPC. Buy 2 chicken legs from him for 6 Rio each. Buy an empty bowl if you don't have one. You'll need it to cook. Place the bowl on the table. Add 3 mango and 2 chicken legs like this. You'll get a chicken mango bowl. Then head over to the Oasis and hand it into this NPC by clicking on the second dialogue option. For the next quest, you'll want to head to training grounds and kill Kratos. They also spawn from corrupted crystals. To fight it, you want to stay close to it and block while it does its spin move. Then hit it twice. Block the spin and repeat until my father comes back. Once you defeat it, pick up the bracelet it drops. If the ground doesn't disappear once you defeat it, and you don't have a skill to get out, then just reset. Head to Biyo Bay and follow this path. There is a secret door here. If it's closed, just press E to open it. Then just talk to this NPC and give him the bracelet. Don't worry, this quest won't lock you out of Otsutsuki progression. To complete this quest, you must talk to a giant golem named Bob. He needs a flaming heart. Once you've talked to him, you can buy a flaming heart at any medic for 120 Rio by choosing the third dialogue option. The next quest starts in Fort Mello. I'll show you how to get there from Serithia town in case you haven't been there before. Make sure you unlock the Expanse Chakra point, if you haven't already. Fill an empty bowl with rainwater. While holding it, click to water the crops at Fort Mello. If it's bugged, just press backspace to drop the bowl, then pick it back up and try again. You just need to click once for the crops to grow on their own, even if it's not raining. You'll need to pick up 5 bowl of crops before you head out. Hand in the bowl of crops to this NPC, and the quest is complete. You need sin for the next 2 quests. Here is an easy way to get it. That doesn't involve killing other players. Pick up the mask near the sword statue. You'll get 3 sin. You can fight the NPCs or just leave. It's the same process at Biyo. You want to steal the mask that's here to get sin. Keep this mask though, you will need it for a later quest. To get to the next quest giver, you want to start from the Expanse. To talk to this quest NPC, you'll need to have 8 sin or more. Once you have the required amount of sin, he'll ask for 10 Kamui essences. You can get these by going through this portal. Repeat this process until you have 10 of them. Then just talk to the NPC again to receive your reward. This quest ties into the next one. You'll need 10 sin to be able to talk to this NPC. When talking to her, you'll be scammed out of your Rio. Drop all your Rio except 10 to avoid losing all of it. You need to repeat this process 5 times in total. The NPC will move between 3 spots: Passageway, the Expanse, and Windy 2. Sometimes he will actually double your Rio, but you need to get scammed out of it anyway. Eventually, a third dialogue option will appear. Click on this to continue the quest. Hand in the mask you stole at Biyo before to complete the quest. Make sure to clear your sins, so you can talk to the NPC. There will be a secret door. Press E to open it if it's closed. Talk to the NPC to start the quest. To complete it without a flaw, you'll need the pickpocket skill you got from the previous quest. Unless you need a flame scroll, I wouldn't even bother with this quest. From Biyo, we will need to go to a boss area. When you get there, make sure you don't kill the boss. Otherwise, you'll get a flaw when you complete the quest. Press Q to dash through the door. It might take a few tries, but it's a useful skill to have. Press these buttons so it's harder to fall in the lava. Fall in the lava to assert dominance. Dash through so the boss can't damage you too much. Attack from here until it's downed. This can take a while. Use the pickpocket skill you got in the previous quest to steal his horn. Make sure you don't kill the boss. Just leave him there and go through the portal. Return to the NPC with the horn in your inventory. With that out of the way, I'd like to end the video with some extra basic info that I think any beginner should know. I'll quickly show you how to get to Rosemary Pit from Sarithia Town, in case you don't know how to. Go through this tunnel until you find a frog statue. Talk to the statue and choose the second option. I'd like to remove my sins. The more sins you have, the more Rio you'll need to give the statue. Up to a max of 250 Rio. Go to Rosemary Pit. Follow the same tunnel as before. Talk to this NPC, and you'll be able to increase the amount of time you can use your awakening for. You will just need acumen. It's possible to master your most used skill. Doing this will allow you to cast it more quickly. Here's how to get to the NPC that lets you master moves. This is what happens when you haven't used a skill enough times. If you spam the move a lot, eventually you get the option to master it. It costs 75 acumen to do so. As an example, this is Mastered Lightning Floor. You can soulbind a weapon so you don't lose it when you die. Just talk to this NPC when you have a weapon and a Chakra Fragment. You can upgrade armor at Fort Mello. You will need 300 Rio and a smithing mold. You can get a smithing mold by killing a barbarian boss. You can also upgrade rings at Fort Mello. You'll need ring schematics. You can get these by destroying red chakra points, or by doing both. You can also click on the ring schematic next to this NPC to buy them. It costs 90 Rio and 3 Chakra Fragments. I don't recommend you buy them unless you're fully progressed and have Chakra Fragments to spare.